Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a new creepy and embarrassing storytime video. I hope you laugh at me too. This should be fun. I've been gathering these stories for a few years now, so maybe there's some good ones. Stick to the end because I would like to ask you to do something with me, please. Alright, enjoy! I thought I'd dress as Hanukkah today because she's also kind of a ditz. So I think it suits. So our first story is from a few years ago, and we were staying on the Gold Coast down, it's like a beach area in Australia, and we have one convention every year there, and that is Supernova Gold Coast, and it's like the most fun ever. They've now ruined it, but besides, it used to be one of the most fun conventions that I was looking forward to, and we would go as Aquaria as a whole group. And so at the end of the con, we were leaving the hotel, we just checked out, we'd hopped in the Uber. I think there were like 6 of us in like one car, so we had all of our like luggage sitting on top of us as well, like super crammed in. And as we're leaving, we are like driving out of the little hotel pickup bay, and I see there's this relatively famous cosplayer who's pretty well known in our community. And I see him and I'm like, oh my god guys, it's that guy, look! And all of us go to look, and our Uber, assuming that we know him, decides to honk at the cosplayer. So in that moment, all of us are like, oh my god, get down, hide. But this guy was really nice, so he just sort of chuckled and waved. I think he was used to like the attention, so this is probably like every Tuesday for him, you know, like on the regular getting attention like that. But it was definitely embarrassing for all of us girls in the car, like hiding under the suit. We couldn't really hide either because of all these suitcases. We're just like, oh my god. Shit shrinks into self. And so the next story time is a little bit more recent. This happened last Christmas. So we were doing like a little Christmas shoot, and we were wandering around the city because in Brisbane City, which I'm sure is similar to lots of cities around the world, but we have like little Christmas parades and all sorts of events that happen in the lead up to Christmas. We planned to do a shoot around the city with all the cute Christmas decorations and all the lights and everything, and I ended up having some really bad luck that day, and I had very low phone battery, which I did not realize. I was pulling up, I just found a park on the street, and I was like, wow, lucky me, and I literally put my car into park and my music stops, and I'm like, oh, what happened? I was vibing to this song, man. And I look over and I'm like, oh my god, my phone died. Like, how the hell am I gonna meet up with my friends? How am I gonna find them in this, like, Brisbane city's pretty small, but it's still big enough to struggle to find someone. Instead of just turning around and going home, I was like, no, I'm gonna still try and find them. I'm gonna try. And so I walk and I try and remember where I parked because I didn't have my phone to remember. Try to remember, I was like, yep, don't forget. And I'm walking. It was like a 15-minute walk to the city because I'd parked pretty far out. And I remember there's this shopping mall that I had been to earlier this week with like a little portable charger station. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there and charge my phone and pray to God it's open. So I walked there and it was open, luckily, and I could charge my phone. And I ended up finding my friends because I had my phone charged, and it was all good. But then at that point it was already like 9 or 10, like it was pretty late at night, and all of the places that we wanted to shoot in were closed. And we're like, oh my god, where are we gonna shoot? We don't have like lighting or like anything like that. And so we're walking around literally trying to find somewhere that is got enough light and then we can shoot. We ended up stumbling into this little embassy, the lobby of our, I'm not sure if it's an actual embassy, but it was just called the embassy. We ended up shooting in that, and it's like this cute little lobby, and I'll put photos here, but it's like nice and white and clean, and it looks like a New York little apartment entrance sort of thing. So we were shooting there for like, I want to say 2 hours. Like, it was a pretty long time. We were worried that the security guard would come and kick us out at any moment because obviously we're just annoying in the lobby. Being annoying, being cosplayers, I don't know. Nothing happened. We weren't like, no one came to kick us out. But then right as we were packing up, right as we were like calling it a night, the lights start flickering on and off, and we're like, hello? Has someone been watching us this entire time doing like the shoot? is this the security guard's message being like, okay, time to get out. Come on, get out, get out. Or is this a ghost? Like, literally nothing for 2 hours. And then all of a sudden the lights are like hazard flicking on and on and on, off and on again. So we ended up just packing up and leaving as fast as we could. I was like, come on guys, get everything. We had all these props as well. And so yeah, it was like, oh my god, get out. But yeah, ideally you should get permission to shoot wherever you're shooting, but that was kind of like a last case scenario, and we would have left if they'd asked us, but I guess it was fine. I guess you gotta be resourceful sometimes when it comes to photo shoot locations. In Brisbane it's really hard to find like nice locations. Maybe that's just me, I struggle with that. On to the next one. This one happened at Melbourne Madfest 2017 when I was filling in for another Love Life group, and we were wearing Mirai ticket outfits, and instead of doing Yo, which I usually do, this time I was doing Rico. And at this point there was like very little reference images out for the costumes. I believe it was just the anime that was out. I don't think they'd done a live yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, so there was very little reference images for these costumes. And so I assumed that Rico wore like a little mini skirt under her outfit. Like, I thought it was, that's what it looks like. You only see like a little triangle of her thigh, and I'm like, looks like a mini skirt. I could have worn shorts. I'm pretty sure all of the other girls in the group wore shorts. I think I was the only one to wear a pleather mini skirt because I had it from another cosplay. I had it from my Yang cosplay, and I was like, okay, I'll just reuse this. That works fine. It did not work fine because the entire set list, a 30-minute slot of dancing, there's little old me trying to pull my skirt down every 30 seconds because I'm worried that I'm gonna flash people because I wasn't wearing safety shorts under the mini skirt for some reason. I've learnt my lesson. Every single performance after that, I wore bloomers or safety shorts or something, you know? But I'm not sure if there's any videos from that performance actually, but you can probably see me like not really raising my arms completely because I'm like, oh my god, get the skirt down, get the skirt back down. Even though it's like covered by another big skirt, I was worried that, like, I don't know, I'd bend down and you'd be able to see. We did so many performances that day as well. Like, it was like a set list and we were on the main stage, and then we did like a little pop-up performance. So I was like, oh my god, the whole day I have made a mistake. I have made a mistake. Don't be like me. So this next one's just a little bit awkward. It's not really that big of a story, but we were at a convention. I don't remember what year it was, but it was an Oz Comic Con in Brisbane, and this was back when Love Live was really, really big. And so we were having like a little meetup for everyone, a little photo shoot meetup, and there was a bunch of girls there, and we were taking this big group photo. And I think I was cosplaying Katori in her like cheerleader outfit. And all of a sudden this one photographer comes out and singles me out. He points to me and he goes, your face, I want to shoot you. You have a really nice face. We have to shoot sometime. And like, little old baby cosplay me, I'm like, what? Hello? Me? Okay, can we do it later? Can you organize it? Like privately, not in front of all these people? Like I tell them, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to shoot. Let's organize it another time, okay? We're doing like a meetup right now. The same guy, he sent a message to our Aquaria's Facebook page, and at the time Aquaria was like had just started, so they'd done one photo shoot, and I wasn't at that photo shoot because I had worked that day. All the photos on Aquaria's feed were without me. They had all the other girls doing like a little Christmas shoot, and so that I wasn't on the page, right? Even though I like started the group, I was not on the page. So this guy, the same photographer from this event, he messages Aquaria and he says, I can't remember exactly, but it was along the lines of like, I'm looking forward to your group. You have such great potential. This person, me, Marmalade, because she is an untapped resource. And it was like me reading this like, thank you. I'm already in the group, but thank you for your consideration, sir. He is a very kind gentleman person. Another Oz Comic Con I remember that's embarrassing is that I rocked up to the convention as Ochako from Boku no Hero Academia with no eyeliner. No eyeliner. Everything else I just ran out of eyeliner. And I thought, yeah, I can get away with it. Don't be like me. Don't do it! I have another story actually from right when Aquarius started, and it was at Brisbane Supernova like 2016 I think, so like quite a few years ago now. But we were practicing our dance, the only dance that we knew at the time, which was Jumping Heart, and we were dancing outside in like a little, next to where the lobby is in the convention center, outside, and it sort of attracted like a few photographers, which we were fine with, until this one guy came up and he was so obviously taking underskirt photos, even though we had bloomers on this time. We had bloomers on. This guy was taking upskirt photos, and so we let security know. We were like, hey man, this guy like definitely was taking photos of us, and can you please keep him away from us, thank you. And so the security's like, okay, what does he look like, let's go find him. They found him. They find the photos, and they do nothing. They do nothing. We watched the whole thing happen. We were like, okay, they're gonna get kicked out right now. Nothing. Like, okay. Allegedly, I don't think Supernova security guards do a very good job. Another weird experience I had at a convention, I think this was a MadFest, Brisbane, and we were doing Love Live again as Aquaria. We were sitting in the hallway, and like, we were pretty tired, I think, or like we wanted to save our energy for our performance. I can't remember which it was, but we started, like, a lot of photographers came up to us and they're like, do you want to shoot? Do you want to shoot? And we're like, oh, maybe later, like we just want to have a little bit of a sit down right now. And so they were like, oh, it's fine, I'll just chill and hang out with you guys. And so like it attracted like a few more photographers. They're all grown men. Because the next thing they start doing, instead of like having a chat, like how's your con? No, they like grab our Nezoberry, like our plushies, like these little dudes. These little dudes. And they start acting out the Titanic with our Nezoberries. Okay. And we're just all the girls like in Aquarius sort of watching like what is happening. Just a little bit interesting, huh? Just funny, honestly. Like, nah, that was actually really pretty funny. But yeah, that's all my stories this time. I hope you enjoyed. And I was thinking about doing a thing. I might post this on my Instagram as well, but I'd like to make another one, but I sort of don't have enough stories, right? And then I was like, wait, I want to hear your stories. If you would like to, I would love to make a video with all of your stories, so please email me. I'll put my email in the description, and send me like your embarrassing or creepy or whatever kind of stories that are cosplay related. I'd love to hear them, so I'm not the only one who's had like a weird funky time. I'll post on my Instagram and my Twitter maybe as well. But yeah, until then, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!